Hey, how y'all doing? Good to see everybody. Why am I in a box off to the side? Ooh, that was weird. But we back. Let's talk. I think, I think this is a good time to kind of get into some of these Met Gala fashions. The theme for this evening was a little close to home, and so I said, yeah. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. I know we went live earlier. We had us a cute little crown chat moment. But we back to talking about what's going on and what these people doing. Hey, Money Grip, how you been doing? Good to see you. So look, let me greet who's here and try to give YouTube a chance to tell people we're here. I don't know whether they're going to. Y'all know how YouTube act with me. They act real ignorant, real stink, real funky sometimes, and they will not send out notifications, and I do not know why. But it is what it is. Let me greet who's here and give folks time to figure out that we over here. Okay. Magaline Lamar is in the house. Hey girl, thank you for being number one. Sweet Beloved is number two. All right, we got Lulu's little girl, my sis, is number 4. She waiting and listening. All right, Auntie Eva, you made it up in here quiet, and thank you for being number 4. Quiet Storm, my girl, is number 5. She's number 5. Sunshine Brown, hi. Is this your first time here? If so, welcome. If not, welcome back. Okay, happy to be happy. Well, girl, I'm happy you number 8. My good kinfolk, Money Grip, is in the house. Good to see you. All right. You know, when it's fashion and it's decent, especially something like this, I feel like it would have been wrong for me not to cover it. So we're going to cover this. Hey, Miss Nisi. Yep, we back. We back. Hey, Mo. What's up, Mo? Thank you for getting in here with us, girl. Thank you for being number 9. Callie Dream. What up, girl? How you doing, girl? She number 6. I love it. My peanut that made it up in here. She number 13. Okay. Listen, we're going to get them time to send out notifications if they're going to send them out. Y'all know YouTube act real stink with me from time to time. So we're going to see. I am absolutely going to explain the suits. I am. And I'm going to try to do so without getting emotional. I'm going to do my best. Let me say that again. I'm going to do my best to explain the fashions without being emotional. I am. I'm gonna do my best. You know, the older I get, like, you know, I notice that I'm more emotional than I ever used to be. And I know some people are like, Heifer, you ain't emotional. But even though it's not very, it's like a whole lot for me because I'm not normally that girl. Okay. So yeah, I'm very excited to talk about that with you guys and get into it and yeah, really touch on that stuff because see the reason why this theme for the Met Gala is so poignant to me, it's such an emotional topic for me, is because it's so steeped in Blackness. I put it in the description of my video, like, you know, while this is such a warm and touching and emotion-filled moment, you did get the YouTube notifications. Okay, cool. Thank you, Quiet Storm, for letting me know. It's still kind of, in a way, as much as I want to just surrender to the feeling, I still have in the back of my mind that I know it's not genuine. I know it's not genuine. I know that it's absolutely pandering to the Black community by using a subset of the fashion community that is oftentimes overlooked and exploited. So, you know, I put it in my description of the video, like, okay, I'm going to suspend my cynicism for this as much as I can for the duration of this live stream so we can get through it and we can talk about what it is, you know, what it is, what it really is. So yeah, I'm very excited to get into it, to really get into it. Yeah, so let's go. It's a couple of things I want to cover concerning the theme for the evening. Couple things I want to cover. Mm-hmm. I want to get into a few things. So I'm really excited to do it. Hey, Creepy. How you doing, girl? Y'all make sure y'all like this video. Please share this video. Please send up my bubbles. Engagement matters. And if y'all want me to be coming in more often, I got to feel the support. Okay. DS, thank you for being number 15. Evie says, although it may be rooted in pandering, it'll still benefit Black creators because of how well it's being executed by everyone. Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. It was just like, it was just so bittersweet. I think that's the perfect descriptor for me. Bittersweet. Miss Sparkle in the house. This is our resident Mary Kay lady. She rolling with us. Mo says, yes, another Met Gala review from our very own masterful needlewoman. Thank you. Thank you. I'm working on a piece right now, y'all, that's kicking my butt. And not because it's difficult, but because it is tedious as all hell. Baby, the bead work on this one. Some of y'all who were in Discord saw like a snippet of what I'm doing. Y'all saw like some of the bead work, some of the needle work, some of the corset work. And those of y'all who was in Discord, y'all better let them know in the chat. Like, you know, I've been over here sweating. But yeah, I got a piece I'm working on right now that has been, ooh, the force is strong in this one. Okay, the force is strong in this one. But yeah, we're gonna get into this thing. Okay, we're gonna get into it. Quick housekeeping, y'all. Please like this video, share this video, use your engagement button on the bottom right hand side, this circle with the heart emoji. Tap that bad boy, hit an emoji, give me some bubbles, give a girl some bubbles, please. I be needing them. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you were in Discord, so you saw what the piece, the snapshot I sent y'all of the piece I'm working on. Because I do have a habit of doing that when I'm working on pieces. I'll take pictures like periodically as I go. So if I want to go back, I can kind of see my progress. Because a lot of times, if you're working on something that's really tedious and it's hours and hours and days and days and hours and hours and days and days and weeks and days and hours, you can get discouraged. So for me, I like to have some pictures I can, you know, go back to and refer to, so I can at least tell myself, like, girl, you got a lot done. Quit tripping. Keep going. And then it still be hours and hours and weeks and days and days. And then eventually you give birth to this piece and somebody puts it on and then voila, right? But I digress. Back to the housekeeping. Like the video, put your like number in the chat, please. Okay. When you hit the like button, when the like count goes up, that's your like number. Throw that bad boy in the chat. Like lottery in effect, it depending on if my likes are right. Because if my likes ain't right, we ain't playing. But make sure y'all like the video, because that'll encourage me to play the like lottery. And you know I like to play the like lottery. And you know it's a scratch off and not the Mega Millions. We got something on your 40, nothing on your light bill. Not because I don't love you, but the girl ain't rich yet. Okay. Now, also, make sure if you do have to say a curse word, that you misspell it. Please greet people as they come in. Be friendly. If it's your first time hanging out with us over here, make sure that you let us know. Say first time or FTL for first time live, so we can welcome you personally and individually as you come into the room. Okay. What else I need y'all to know? No bickering, arguing, disrespect, rude behavior will be tolerated. Please respect the host. That's me. Respect my moderators. That's them. And respect each other, right? Because ain't no point in being cute if you're going to act ugly. Hello, good night. So let's get into what's going on right now with the Met Gala, okay? So we're going to talk a little bit about it before we get into just going through slides and pictures. And I think that's cool. I think that's the right thing to do, especially considering what's on the line tonight. I feel like it's a lot on the line tonight for us to just act like it ain't on the line, because it is. It's a lot going on. So we're not going to act like this is just a regular Met Gala or red carpet event and just go straight to flipping through slides. I think that's for people who have no respect and no understanding for what is really happening, because what's happening right now is not small. Let's be very clear. It is not small at all. Like, it's just not a small thing. So let me make sure I get the title or the theme right. So the theme for this year's Met Gala is Superfine, Tailoring Black Style. Okay. And this particular Met Gala is supposed to be honoring Andre Leon Talley. Okay. As y'all know how I feel about, our Black pioneers in fashion. Y'all know how I feel. Like Miss Zelda Wynn, Lord rest her soul. Art Smith, Lord rest his soul. Like Dapper Dan, he's still around here with us, but shout out to him too. Y'all know how I feel about him. Who's cutting onions? So this is who we are honoring. Now, y'all, some of y'all may have only met him when he was on America's Next Top Model with Tyra Banks. That might be some of y'all's first introduction to Andre Leon Talley, but for others of us, from Saturday mornings watching Style with Elsa Clench's little girls and stealing old fabric our mamas didn't want and sewing in the middle of the night with hand needles, stabbing ourselves in the hands, or maybe that was just me. We knew who he was long before Tyra introduced him to everybody else. And I know right now everybody's kicking Tyra all up in her backside. Some of it she earned, some of it she didn't. But I do have to say that she did the world a great service by introducing our young people to this gem of a man, Mr. Andre Leon Talley. Okay. This is somebody who got his start working with Andy Warhol. Like, he was in the back rooms. He was in the war rooms. He worked as editor for multiple publications. He's a writer. He's an editor. He was. I keep saying I don't know whether the Lord is allowing him to still work in fashion in heaven. I want to believe that he's up there with the Lord, but I don't know if the Lord needed some new robes or something. And he was like, Andre, get in here. Maybe he did. And if there's a fashion department in heaven, I hope he calls me too. Even if he tells me to bead for a millennia, I will do it for Jesus. Okay. However, we're honoring tonight this man. So to me, that's why I said this ain't small. This ain't small. There was no way I could come on a live stream talking about Met Gala fashion for Superfine tailoring black style, and we're honoring Andre Leon Talley, and I was gonna get in here and flip through slides. We never gonna do that. We gonna respect the people who made it possible for us to even do what we do. That's just it. Hey, Belize and JB, thank you so much for being number 21. Okay. So another reason why this keeps getting caught in my throat is because of things like this article that I'm going to read some excerpts to y'all from. Okay. This is a Vogue article penned by Anna Wintour about Andre Leon Talley. And the fact that these are the people who are, they're stepping up and they have a hand in this, and you're honoring somebody that you disrespected so greatly. It seems, I'm trying to find the nice words, y'all. Y'all know I got a euphemism for everything, but I just can't seem to find one. Disingenuous does not seem like a strong enough word for what this feels like. It doesn't feel like a strong enough word. And I would be one of the world's biggest liars if I sat here and said that I was not offended by the likes of Anna Wintour honoring Andre Leon Talley after the way she treated him. But, I digress. So just a few words from her on Andre, because, she did write it well. It was absolutely correct. Everything she said, nothing. She didn't say anything that any of us would not have said about him, because he was just that wonderful of a person. Okay. So what she wrote, and then I'm going to tell you what I think. She said, It was his favorite photograph of himself. Let me put the picture up that she used for this article. Where is it? This is the picture that she used. Okay. She said it was his favorite photograph of himself, taken by Arthur Elgort in 1988. Andre Leon Talley in a wash of sunlight striding up Fifth Avenue in a gray paneled check suit by the tailor Morty Sills. He has his hands in his pocket. The jacket is nearly buttoned. His face is in profile, and the rest of the street is sunk into the shadows as if Andre is a star on a stage, which of course he was wherever he went. That was what made Andre so incredible. His instinct for self presentation. He understood that, especially as a Black man, that what you wore told a story about you, about your history, about self-respect. And so for Andre, getting dressed was an act of autobiography and also mischief and fantasy and so much else at once. The suit fits him beautifully, by the way. No wonder the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute has included it in the exhibition Superfine Tailoring Black Style. As the show's curators, Monica L. Miller and Andrew Bolton have been busy preparing Superfine, we at Vogue have been hard at work. Okay, here I go. Yeah, y'all know me and Xfinity do not get along. They simply will not do what we need them to do. Behaving, they just will not do. So y'all give me just a second to try to adjust some things because I had to switch to a different device in order to get it done. So do forgive me. I simply do not have the ability um, to do what I was doing on this device. So hopefully the other device picks back up, or we might have to do it another way, which I don't mind. We can do it anyway. Any way we need to do it is how we're gonna do it. So yeah, we still got the pictures. We can still do what we need to do. Okay, so I'm back. So in any event, I'm going to now pull up that information on another device. Since I had to switch to this device in order to complete the stream, that is crazy. In the middle of the night. I hate Xfinity. Like, I seriously hate these people. They are really awful folks. Okay. But in any event, this kind of makes it a little difficult. Hold on one second. Let me see what I can do. Maybe a little tricky. Hmm, hold on. Okay. Either way, back to what we were talking about. I can't believe they did that to me in the middle of the night, just messing up. They did it earlier when we were live. They froze on me. And then they froze again. So, y'all give me 1 second. Don't go nowhere. Hold on. That ain't what I needed to do. I got confused. So how would I get it over here? Okay. All right. So we can listen, y'all. We're just gonna do what we can do with what we got because right now I keep trying to make this thing do what it needs to do, and it's just not doing it. So we're not gonna beg. We're not gonna beg. In any event, Evie asked about dandyism. So let's talk about it. So when we start talking about dandyism or that style of being a dandy, um, it was more than just style. It was resistance. It was a way of self-expression. And it's something that is uniquely Black. It's very Black. And the dandyism that our folks displayed here, it did not just stay here. If you go into the Congo, the Congolese people, they listen, the dandies are in full effect. And I mean, they're not playing over there. You see them like they invest their money, big money. I'm talking about Comme des Garçons. They do it. Like we walked away, we should not have, but we did. We walked away and they absolutely did not. When I say they did not walk away. So, this goes back. This goes way back. So when you start talking about men who were, or people, but mainly the men who represented dandyism, people like Andre Leon Talley, I think it's a safe assumption or a safe statement to make that Dapper Dan absolutely represents dandyism. And the expert tailoring, the exaggerated styles, the push for luxury. And it was absolutely a statement in rebellion and a revolution and resistance, because it was a big deal for Black men to be able to walk around dressed that way. Like they could get hurt for dressing that way, for being so clean, so fresh, so tailored, so sharp. And yet they did it, and it was absolutely a form of resistance. So that's why I said something like this happening now, while I'm moved, I'm thoroughly moved. I still have to be honest when I tell you I know that this is intentional. And I think it's intentional because right now there seems to be a push and a desperation for Black support. And I think that when we start looking at institutions like Vogue and the Met, they represent liberalism in the country, and right now they fighting for our support. So of course they're going to go into something that means so much to us, to endear themselves to us, to make it look like, see, we're on your side. See, we recognize and we um, respect your culture. We respect everything that y'all stand for. And so that's why we're doing this. And they're not, like, let's just be honest. That is not why they're doing what they're doing. They're doing it to play in our faces. The fact that Anna Wintour um, treated Andre Leon Talley the way he did before he died, the fact that the money wasn't straight when he died, the fact that his estate ended up at Christie's auction house after he passed, and then for this lady to be the person who penned this article that I read to y'all, that's insane. Like, that's legit insane. Y'all, please, yes, Peanut say, give me some bubbles. Give me some bubbles, please. Bubbles, please. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. We're gonna have to go the long way. We're gonna have to go up the rough side of the mountain, but we're going. We're going. We're gonna get through Andre's pictures and then we're going into what's going on for the night. For the night. Yep, Anna of all people, for her to pen such an article knowing how she treated Andre. I just feel like there's a special place in hell for that hooker. That's how your mother feels. I think there's a special place in hell for that rotten hooker. That's what I think. Okay. Now I gotta figure out because they changed the layout. I'm gonna tell y'all what's messing with me. They changed the layout of StreamYard on like mobile devices. So I no longer know how to flip the camera. Like they have made it so difficult for me. Um, hold on. Maybe let me try something real quick. No, that won't work. Mm-mm. Yeah, they messed me up. Like I don't even know how to do anything I want to do. I can't nothing I want to do. They got everything just messed up. I don't know. I really don't know. Hold on. Y'all give me a second. And then they got their little bubbles trying to tell us how to do to share their link to advertise for them. I'm not advertising for you. I pay you. Baby, and one thing these people got is nerve. They got the nerve, honey. They got that. So, not being able to flip the camera anymore. What on earth are we supposed to do? Hold on. 1 second. Because they are really doing a lot. And I'm trying to get through it, even though Xfinity is the weapon fashioned against us this evening. They are absolutely the weapon fashioned against us. I'm trying to figure this out, y'all. Give me 1 second. Like I knew what to do, now I don't know what to do. I tell y'all what. If I end this live here and do a vertical, will y'all come back? Because I'm thinking if I do a vertical, then they can't control what I do. I just want to leave StreamYard because StreamYard is not cooperating with us. If I leave and come back, y'all coming back? Because if so, I'll be back. So I can show y'all the pictures. Because we definitely got a whole monkey wrench tonight. Yes, no, what we got? Okay, Quiet Storm said, of course. Ain't nobody else talking to me. So, all right. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump right back. So just be on the ready. It's gonna take like 2 seconds, okay? Let's end this one and we'll be back, okay? All right, y'all. See you in like a second or two, okay?